client and didn't have really much time for videos. That first round was cray. It was nuts, man. Trying to figure out who was going to win. We did well. We were hitting picks like crazy. But I'll tell you what, I was sitting in front of the TV like shut up, everybody. I was telling everybody, like I was intently watching those games, trying to get leans and picks and watching every little thing. That Columbus-Toronto game, I almost had a heart attack because I was saying Columbus was going to win that series. It was a weird emotional series because I really do want Toronto to win a cup for the fans, like so much. But I had so it was like this war with my brain and my heart at the same time. Either way, as it turned out, I think I would have been fine because I really want Toronto to win for the fans. But anyways, now hopefully it might get a little easier. I don't know. We got some games going on right now, but we're going to talk about some of the games on Wednesday, August 12th, right, Brian? And maybe give a little bit of leans, talk about the series a little bit, stuff like that. Starting with the morning one, it's interesting that the Islanders have had day games every single game they played, even in Florida, and here they are in Washington too, playing day games. I'm not really going to give a pick here, but I mean, I kind of got some leans and some interesting things. Like for me, that could be an advantage for the Islanders now playing a day game. Washington hasn't been playing day games all the way through. Maybe the Islanders are getting kind of used to this, and Washington's going into this. Day games are not fun for players. What do you think about this series?
It's definitely going to be an interesting series. You got Barry Trotz matching up against his former team. The Washington Capitals have looked good. Holtby's been looking good. The Islanders look great against Florida. But yeah, this is going to be a tight series. I think it could go 7. I like the Islanders because of their defensive ways of playing. But if Holtby continues to play the way he is, it's going to be a challenge for the Islanders for sure.
Yeah, as far as the series is concerned, I probably lean towards the Islanders for sure. I wouldn't say for sure. It could go 7. It could go a lot of things here. I just think Barry Trotz going against his old team, right? That's the kind of thing that makes me wonder. And can Holtby get his old magic back? That's the question really for Washington. If Holtby can get his old magic back, then you're looking at some firepower that's going to be pretty tough for the Islanders to contain. Interesting. Very interesting. Arizona, Colorado. That's like almost like a voodoo type series of two polar opposite teams, right?
Yeah, it's a lot like Toronto, Columbus. You know, you got a highly defensive team with good goaltending, and then you got Colorado. You know, I don't really understand what was with Toronto's lineup change. You know, why take Robertson out when he played the first 4 games, scored a goal. In my honest opinion, for Toronto, Robertson played well. I think that's one of Toronto's issues is that they changed their lineups for Game 5. Why? Anyway. But this is a lot like a Toronto Columbus series matchup. You got the high offensive team and the very defensive team. It's going to be an interesting matchup.
What do you? Gotta lean Colorado. Yeah.
What's your take on that? On Keefe's line changes for Game 5?
I didn't really understand that line change. And who went in for him again instead
of him? Johansson or something.
All because he came back from injury. Johansson.
Yeah, that's why. But he hadn't played the last 4 games, and then you got a series where Toronto scored a total of 6 goals in the whole series, and Robertson scored one of them. Oh, let's take him out. What are you doing? Anyway,
I didn't understand why you put Nylander in the center and put the top 3 in against.
Because he changed the lines.
That was stupid. That was just plain stupidity. I don't get it. I don't get it. That's kind of what we said going into the series. Where is Sheldon Keefe as a coach yet right now? And to me, that was like death. He was making it almost like he was making moves to try to throw off Columbus. Like they were just cray moves that to try to throw off the opposition or something, like, I don't know, trying to put some voodoo magic on him. I don't know what it was. But I wouldn't put Nylander, who doesn't play center very well, on a second line against a Columbus team that relies on depth and playing. Yeah, I just didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the move, like you said. Might as well keep the kid in there. Why not? You know, why
Scored
not?
a goal, man. The kid, he played good hockey. It's not like he was making mistakes, and
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, that's for sure. So, anyways, the Arizona-Colorado Avalanche game, we can give you a pick on this one.
Hey, babe, can you get the girls off? Okay.
We can give you a pick on this one because we're not giving these to our clients. So, I've got to lean. I'll say Colorado here. But, I mean, I don't like ever picking against Darcy Kemper. That guy is just insane. But Colorado's, it depends to me also. Are they going to go Grubauer or Francouz? This is another one where Bednar keeps on going back to Grubauer all the time, and I don't know why. I think Francouz is a better goaltender. Francouz is a better goaltender, and I'm not really sure. Sometimes coaches just get a hard on for veteran goaltenders in playoffs, and I don't really understand it. But mentally, I suppose he sees them more than I do. I'll have to go with it, but that's the only thing with that. That's the reason why I'm not giving this as a client bet, because I want to see these guys play before I go. But if I'm going to give you a lean, you probably have your own leans out there. I'm going to lean Colorado on this game. How about you? You said yes.
Yeah, for sure. I think Colorado, but I can see it being a tough series for Colorado to win. But I think Colorado should prevail.
As far as the series are concerned, yeah. As far as the game is concerned, I probably will lean that way as well. But
I wouldn't lay the juice. I wouldn't want to pay a minus 175 on Colorado.
Sure, but if you're asking me to pick who's going to win and you want to put a pick in it for whatever reason, maybe you want to throw it in a parlay or what have you, or you've got you're leaning that way and this makes you feel better. Colorado, we think Colorado as well. Montreal, Philadelphia.
Yeah, so 8 o'clock puck drop. Montreal is going to be playing the Philadelphia Flyers. I mean, Montreal. I mean, they're going to get back to the old norm soon. I mean, they're going to get smacked around by the Flyers. That's it. That's all. This is going to be a 4-game series. I mean, who doesn't want to lean the Flyers here? I mean, I don't know what else to say about Montreal. Carey Price has been playing really well. I mean, they played well against Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh's been struggling all season. They haven't been this superstar team that we've known them to be. And Montreal they're just playing good hockey at the moment. I don't think it's going to continue. So, Philadelphia.
I think they were playing maybe the best they could play, but I thought Pittsburgh outplayed them the first 2 games, and then they got flustered and acted like they were back on their heels, and I don't understand why. Something wrong there. When Pittsburgh, things don't go Pittsburgh's way, sometimes they just, I don't know, turn into like a team that is horrible. That's the best I could say it. They played really bad, and Montreal played as best as they could. As far as Philadelphia is concerned, I mean, I said Pittsburgh was going to destroy Montreal, and they didn't, but I really can't see Philadelphia losing to Montreal. We'll give you a pick for Philadelphia.
If Montreal can beat Philadelphia, Montreal can win the cup.
Sure. If Montreal can beat Philadelphia, there's a whole lot of shit in this world that could happen. Like, pretty much any long odds things. I mean, if that happens, I mean, maybe we got to start looking at there's something going on, because there's no reason why Montreal should win this series at all.
Shouldn't even be there.
No, this shouldn't be. So we'll give you a pick of Philadelphia. Right, pretty much. That's for the game and for the series for sure. Vancouver, St. Louis. This one is interesting.
Yeah, this is got to be my favorite matchup for sure. I really like how Vancouver's been playing. You know, they lost their first game against Minnesota. They came back. You know, it was a goalless game in the first game. Everybody expected Vancouver to come out flying. Didn't score a goal. They followed it up by winning 3 straight games afterwards. The Markstrom, I think his last game, I think he got a shutout. Maybe no, but one of them, I think he got a shutout. But St. Louis is struggling. I can't really say they struggled against Dallas, but they gave up that tying goal late in the game, lost in shootout, I believe. But if Bennington is playing, I definitely like Vancouver because he just doesn't seem to be playing all that well. But I like Vancouver either way to win the series. I like Vancouver.
I like Vancouver to win the series. For this game, we can't really give a pick. I think it could go either way, really. It all comes down to, I agree with you about what happens with Bennington or Allen or whoever's in there. St. Louis Blues won the cup. I mean, it's hard to go against that. And we're talking about a round robin deal where the intensity isn't there. That's the thing with all these games. If Montreal does have any advantages, they're coming in with momentum. They've already played at the highest level of competition, right? So that would be one advantage. And Vancouver maybe has that advantage with St. Louis as well. Can St. Louis just turn it on? Because they haven't looked like they've turned it on yet. Can they? Yeah, they can. They won a cup. So I'm not going to take that away from them. But should be interesting. Same as Colorado, Arizona. I mean, Colorado did play tough in their last game, though, and Washington did not. So this is going to be a fun series. All of these are going to be fun series. I'm glad we have hockey back. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
And tell us what you think in your game about the games down here as well. Give us your picks. Tell us what you're picking. Take a peek over the Patreon there. We are, bringing in. We're getting followers all the time or subscribers all the time, and you can become one as well. Have fun. We're having fun over there, helping each other out with picks, and people are giving their picks. We're giving our picks. We grow together as cappers, and for people that don't even care about sports, there's money to be made. We're seeing lots of money. So. Love to have you over there. That's my full 42. How about you? You got anything else, B?
Yeah, that's good. I'm good.
All right. Lots of
Best of luck.